Welcome back, Patriots. It's your boy, Tyrone, man, Mr. Conservative, coming back at you guys with another video. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And you guys, don't forget to share this video. Don't forget to call me Mr. Conservative. And yes, I'm back at you guys with a somewhat quick video, you guys. I promise I will try to make the video as quick as possible for you guys. But we're going to put AOC back in the spotlight because she's back talking some dumb stuff again, you guys. Dumb stuff that doesn't make any sense whatsoever, you guys. So AOC was at a conference, you guys. And she was giving this little rant about, the birthing rate of black people, you guys. And that's what the conference was about, pretty much about the birthing rate of African Americans and stuff like that, you guys. And she had a lot to say, and a lot of stuff she said made no sense whatsoever, you guys. So without further ado, you guys, I'm going to let you guys check out the video, okay? I'm going to let you guys check it out, and then I'm going to tell you what I think about it. I'm going to tell you what I have to respond back to AOC, you guys, because I would love to respond to this statement that she made. It's a load of garbage, you guys. So without further ado, let's go ahead and roll the film.
Right now and in this moment, first and foremost, I don't want to hear a single person on this committee or outside of this committee talk about valuing life when they continue to uphold the death penalty, when they continue to support policies that disproportionately incarcerate and lead to the deaths of black men and people throughout this country, and uphold an absolutely unjust medical system that exists for profit that allows people to die because they can't afford to live. In addition to that, if we want to talk about Planned Parenthood, let's talk about how many lives Planned Parenthood has saved and how many babies have been born because of the prenatal care provided by Planned Parenthood. And if you don't believe it, and if you've never met a Planned Parenthood baby, I'm happy to let you know that I am one, and that my mother received and relied on prenatal care from Planned Parenthood when she was pregnant with me. And so if we're concerned about life, we don't get to talk about anyone else who's not concerned about the full spectrum of that when we are.
All right, Patriots, you guys heard what AOC had to say. You guys heard her statement. Comment below and let me know. Do you guys agree with AOC or do you disagree with AOC? Now, let me set the mood here for you guys. She went to the conference, you guys. She didn't go to the conference. It was like like the Zoom type call. She zoomed in. Now, this whole conference type thing, you guys, that she spoke at had to do with African American birth rates. That's it. Giving birth. That's all the whole conference was about birth rate, okay? Now, what did AOC do? She did what AOC normally do. She lied. She said something dumb. She tried to push a narrative, and she went way off subject. Real talk. And I'm going to point it out to you real quick, okay? She wanted to talk about incarceration, you guys. She wanted to talk about the death penalty. She wanted to talk about Planned Parenthood. And she wanted to talk about the whole healthcare system, okay? And how it's set up for profit or whatever. Now, let's start off with the whole incarceration thing, okay? Let's start with the whole incarceration. Now, you guys comment below. How does being locked up has anything to do with giving birth? Somebody comment below. Now, the crazy thing, she said that we support those policies. We support those policies that incarcerate black and brown people at a disproportionate rate. Now, if I'm not mistaken, and the last time I checked, Patriot, it was Joe Biden. It was Joe Biden, the author of the crime bill of 94, you guys. It was him who passed this bill, who pushed this agenda that got black and brown people locked up at a disproportionate rates. And on top of that, gave them football number sentences. I mean, not like, 3 years. No, we're talking about 50, 60. No, we're giving them football numbers, double digits. You feel me? So you want to talk about policies that people support. Why don't you ask Joe Biden, your president? Why don't you go ask your president, hey, man, can we do something about the crime bill of 94? Can we do something about this? Because this policy right here locked up black and brown people at a disproportionate rate. And on top of that, it gave them football number sentences. Now, what does that have to do with birth? I don't know. But I digress. Let's move on. She want to talk about the death penalty, you guys. She brought up the death penalty as well. She brought up the death penalty as that has something to do with African Americans giving birth to kids. Now, the death penalty is for the worst of the worst. You guys know that. Not every state has the death penalty, but some states do practice the death penalty. You will get put on death row. And don't understand. There you go. Once again, AOC saying something dumb, this off subject that has nothing to do with the topic at hand, okay? She want to talk about the death penalty, you guys. Now, the death penalty is for the worst of the worst criminal. Now, if you go out there and you rape a little kid, you know what I'm saying, and then murder that little kid, I think you should be put to death. I mean, that's my opinion. You guys comment below and let me know. Now, if you get caught out there with like an 8-ball of coke or crack cocaine, do you need to go to the death penalty? No. And you don't. You know, you may get like, I don't know, 10, 15 years or whatever the case, depending on what state you're in. You're going to go to jail. You're going to go to the penitentiary, but they don't put you to death, okay? You get caught with a pistol, you don't go to death. They don't put you on death row. Even when some of these gangbangers commit murder, you guys, and attempt murder, they still don't get the death penalty. You know what I'm saying? Of course, they may get some life sentences. They may get like 32 years, 52 years, but they don't get the death penalty, okay? Now, the death penalty is for the worst of the worst criminals. Yes, it is. And I believe if you rape a little kid and then you murder that little kid, yeah, you need to be put to death. That's just my opinion, you guys. Now, let's jump on to the whole Planned Parenthood, you guys, because she was going to bring up Planned Parenthood, okay? Now, I'm getting tired of people supporting Planned Parenthood and making excuses up for Planned Parenthood, okay? Yes, Planned Parenthood provide prenatal vitamins, you guys. So do Walmart. So does free clinics. Everything. But Planned Parenthood, their main goal is, you guys, is abortions, okay? They're going to shove abortion down your throat. It's like, I'm going there, you know, hey, I'm pregnant, I don't know what to do, and, oh, this is Planned Parenthood, they're going to help me plan out my future. You get there, and what the first thing they shove down your throat is abortion. And that's what they do, man. I mean, comment below, let me know. That's what they do. Now, yes, there is some people who got prenatal vitamins, and yes, they did offer other services. Now, does those services make up the bulk of what they do? No. What do they do? I mean, their main goal is abortions. And that's what they do. You know what I mean? And it's crazy how people are like, oh, they offer other programs, they offer other stuff. Yeah, okay, yeah, sure. Sure they do. I'm not debating that. But their majority is abortion. I mean, that's what they do. That's what they were set up to do. And yes, as time grows further on, they added other services like prenatal vitamins and stuff like that, and other services and mammogram and ultrasounds and stuff like that. But when they started, it was a chop shop. That's what they was. They started off as a chop shop. They were chopping up them little babies. Real talk, man. Now, she want to talk about the healthcare, okay? She want to talk about the healthcare, about how it's messed up, it's for profit, okay? It's for profit, and this leads to people death, all right? I still don't understand why she keep pushing death and speaking death upon these people, because power is in this mouth and in this tongue. Now, these death has nothing to do with the birth rate. I believe Planned Parenthood is the problem, but I will tell you in a minute. Now, the healthcare, you guys, the healthcare system, it has nothing to do, nothing wrong with the healthcare system, you guys. Now, she won't talk about it leads to people death. Look, man, you can go right now to the ER. You can go right now to the ER and get treated, okay? And they're going to bill you. You go to the doctors and they're going to bill you, okay? I understand, hey, you still got to pay, Tyrone. It's a bill. But you know what? A lot of people go to take advantage of these services, you guys, and they just get billed and they don't pay it, and then it goes into collection, and then after 7 years it's gone off your collection. What are you talking about, AOC? What are you talking about? Because after 7 years they can't come after you no more for those medical bills. They fall off your credit report. Now, I'm not recommending people to do that. But I'm just saying, she's talking about it leads to people death. What are you talking about? No. If I'm sick right now and I have no health care, insurance, you guys, I can go right now to a doctor and they will bill me. I can go right now to the ER and get treated and they will bill me. And you got clinics out there. You got clinics and hospitals which is on a income base, so like on a sliding base. So if you don't fall in this category, they work with you. They work with you on payments or whatever, okay? So you want to talk about for profit and this is just a downfall? Lady, you don't know what you're talking about, okay? Because my wife worked in the healthcare system. She used to do medical billing and coding. So she used to be like the secretary, not secretary. She did that as well at the front with registration, you guys. So she knows how the whole billing system works. So for her, AOC, you don't know nothing, okay? You don't even know nothing. So get into that field, talk to somebody that's in that field, and then voice your opinion. Now, this is the reason why I believe that the birth rate of African Americans are so low, and I'm gonna blame it on three things here. Three things. Planned Parenthood, okay? Because Planned Parenthood, you find more Planned Parenthoods in urban communities, you guys, than you would found somewhere else, okay? All right? And people are gonna get mad at me. You're gonna get mad at me. I believe that it is society now. Society is promoting the whole abortion thing. You guys, they're pushing this. And they just accept it as the new normal. So if we will embrace where back in the day where people was God fearing, you guys, we embraced what was in the Bible. We wasn't taught to if you have a baby, you take care of that baby. You know what I'm saying? You be a dad, Tyrone. You don't be a deadbeat. You know what I mean? You take care of those kids. You know what I mean? That's how I was taught. That's how I was raised. You know what I mean? Now, if the kids were taught this at a young age and these values installed into them, you guys, this wouldn't be a problem. They wouldn't be taking these kids to the chop shop. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't be having the abortions. You wouldn't be having some of these women out here who's having unprotected sex. You know what I mean? And then giving their kids up for adoption, that doesn't really count, but it's the lack of God, you guys. It's the lack of God. I'm gonna put it on that. In the community, it's the lack of God, and it's the lack of parental guidance. You know what I'm saying? Because back in the day, Big Mama, you know what I'm saying, Daddy would say, hey, you have that kid, you lay down with it, Tyrone, you got man up, take care of them responsibilities. So I really put the blame on that, you guys. And also, I would put the blame on the Democrat Party. There, that was the last one. I'm gonna put the blame on the Democrat Party. Now, this is the video, you guys. Comment below and let me know. What do you guys think about what AOC's had to say, man? Did she make any sense whatsoever? Did it make sense to you? Because it made no sense to me. Of course, AOC did what AOC did. She jumped way off a subject. We were talking about birth rate in the African American community, and you want to talk about prisons, healthcare, the death penalty, which has nothing to do with it, you guys. Has nothing to do with a young black lady giving birth. I don't understand how the death penalty has anything to do with it, but you know what? You know how these crazy leftist loonies going to do? They're going to push whatever agenda that they want to push. I don't understand. Comment below and let me know, you guys. Now, I know a lot of people are going to send me some hate messages, but it's okay, you guys. Like I said, I'm open for any discussion whatsoever, you guys. If you guys agree with me, you disagree with me, hey, as long as you're respectful and I'll be respectful as well, hey, I'll talk to you, man. I'll talk to you. So, yeah, let's end the video, you guys. Let's end the video with let's make America great and let's keep America great. Yeah, baby. And the way we're going to keep America great, Patriots, the way we're going to keep America great is not listen to AOC, man. Don't listen to AOC because AOC doesn't know what she's talking about. She really doesn't know what she's talking about. She's just going to ramble off at the mouth, talk about a whole bunch of garbage that she doesn't know nothing about. Death penalty. And we're talking about giving birth. That has nothing to do with it. Prisons has nothing to do with giving birth. Yeah, stay in the focus on hand. Stay talking about Planned Parenthood because that's the real issue right there. That's how we're going to keep America great, you guys. We're going to keep America great. You want to keep it great, you got to get rid of Planned Parenthood, okay? And don't listen to AOC. And I'll be coming back at you, Patriots, with another video.